Hello students, in today's class we'll discuss about different operations on real numbers. So real number means here in this chapter we are discussing about rational numbers and irrational numbers whose definition already we have discussed in earlier class. Here we'll see some operations about these real numbers. Now to use these different operation we need to know these identities, because for both rational and irrational number we need to use these identities. First of all, if there are two terms a plus b into a plus b, so then we can write this as a plus b whole square, where you can use this identity that already we know, a square plus 2ab plus b square. Similarly, if it is a minus b into a minus b, then we can use a minus b whole square, which is the identity again a square minus 2ab plus b square. Next, a plus b into a minus b, we can write it as a square minus b square. Now, if the numbers are same, a and b are same in both, then we can use any one of these identities. But if it is not same, say first is a, second is b, third is c, and fourth is d, then we have to use distribution of these numbers a and b over this second part. So here what we'll do, a will distribute with c plus d, a into c plus d, and plus b. If it is plus b, here we'll write plus b. If this is minus b, here we'll write minus b. So accordingly c plus d will be there with this part. Now a will be distributed to both c and d, so this will become a into c plus a into d. Then secondly, b will also be distributed with c and d, so it will become b into c plus b into d. So finally this will be the expansion of a plus b into c plus d. And if signs are different, so in place of plus, if it is minus, so then we'll have to write the sign and accordingly we'll have to multiply. Now we need to know about this root over a. Actually, what is it? Root over a, this is the symbol of square root, which is actually this a to the power 1 by 2. If a to the power 1 by 2 is there, so in place of a to the power 1 by 2, generally we write it by this symbol, which is known as square root of a. Now if it is like this, then if somewhere root over a square is there, so then this will become a to the power half square, and then this 2 and this 2 will be cancelled out. Finally it will be a. So square of root over a square is always a. Please remember that, because this we are going to use here in today's class. Root over a square is a. So that way, if we have root over 3 into root over 3, so that will become root over 3 square, and then finally it is 3. Now let us take one example. We have to simplify root 3 plus root 2 into root 3 plus root 2. So here, as both the terms are same, we can write this as root 3 plus root 2 whole square, and then finally we can use a plus b whole square formula. That will be a square plus 2 into a into b plus b square. So now, as we have discussed, root 3 square means 3, plus here also root 2 square will become 2 only. Now here it is 2 into root 3 into root 2. Please remember, root over number we can multiply with each other, but these two we cannot multiply with 3. because it cannot go inside. But here root 2 and root 3 will multiply. So this will become 2 into root over 3 into 2. So then finally this 3 and 2 will have to add, that will become 5 plus 2 and root over 6. So this will be answer of this simplification. So let's take one more example. Simplify root 5 plus root 7 into 2 minus root 3. So here this root 5 and root 7 will distribute with the second factor. So once root 5 into this part we have written here plus root 7 into the second part. Please remember, if it is plus here we will write plus, if it is minus here we will write minus. So along with the term sign also we have to write here accordingly. Now in next step, root 5 multiplied with 2, that will become 2 root 5 minus root 5 into root 3, we'll write as it is plus 2 into root 7, then plus into minus minus root 7 into root 3. Now 2 root 5 and plus 2 root 7, we can write them together, though they are not like terms but they are of similar pattern, we can write them together. Minus root over 5 into root 3, we can write it as root over 15 because this 5 and 3 will be multiplied. Similarly here also root over 7 and 3 will be multiplied, so it will become root over 21. So we can finish this simplification here in this step also, or else you can write one more line taking these 2 common here, root 5 plus root 7, and this can be the answer. Now let us see the next question, where we have to rationalize the denominator of this irrational number, because here it is irrational, 2 by root 5. This irrational number we have to rationalize. Now, so to rationalize this, that means to remove this root over, we have to do something with this term so that this root over can be vanished. So for this, please recall that root over a into root over a is a. You can see here root over a square is a. So to remove root over from one term, somehow we'll have to make it root over a square. Then we can write it as a. So same thing we have to utilize here in this sum. So somehow we'll have to get root over 5 square here. So for this, what we'll do, we'll write 2 by root 5, and then because it is a fraction, we can multiply something with both numerator and denominator, and here we will multiply root 5 with both numerator and denominator. We have multiplied root 5 because this root 5 we have to get here one square. So multiplying this we can get that. So here it will become root over 5 square, and in numerator however it is, let it be. So now it will become 2 root 5 by root 5 square, that is only 5. So in the question this was irrational and here this is rational, because our question was to rationalize denominator of this, which was root 5, and here we have rationalized the denominator of the given question. Let us see one more example to rationalize the denominator. Here we have two terms, root 3 plus root 2. Earlier in this example we have only one term, so in that case we can multiply the same with numerator and denominator, but here we cannot do that. If we multiply root 3 with both, so root 3 these will rationalize, but root 2 multiplying with root 3 it will become root 6. So our purpose will not fulfill. So here we have to do something else. For this type where there are two terms in denominator, we have to recall a square minus b square identity, because if we multiply root over a with root over b, root over a plus root over b with root over a minus root over b, then what will happen? Using this a plus b into a minus b identity, we can write it as root over a square minus root over b square. Then root over a square will become a and root over b square will become b. So if in question where we have to rationalize denominator, if we have only root over a plus root over b type of terms, then we will multiply that with root over a minus root over b. Or else if this term is there, then we will multiply with this. So same thing we are going to use in the example. Here you can see it is root 3 plus root 2. So we will have to multiply this by root 3 minus root 2, so that we can use that identity a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. So let us use this here. So this is the question. So with this we have to multiply root 3 minus root 2, and same time we have to multiply this with numerator also, root 3 minus root 2. Now here we can use this identity a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square, and we can write it here in place of this. Then we'll get it root 3 square minus root 2 square, and numerator if we want you can multiply also, and if you want you can keep as it is also, because our main purpose is to rationalize the denominator. So finally numerator we have kept as it is, and root 3 square is 3 minus root 2 square is 2, so 3 minus 2 is 1, and then this is the answer. Finally, in this type of sum we have to remember that along with the denominator we have to multiply with same term but opposite signs. If plus is given, we will multiply with same term with minus, and if minus is given, then we will multiply with same term but the sign should be plus. And same thing we will multiply with both numerator and denominator, not only the denominator, because this is a fraction. So whatever we do with denominator, same thing must be done with numerator also. It means the multiplication or division. So take this kind of few more sum from book and practice. Next example, simplify. This term is given. Now this kind of sum where the denominator is having irrational part, maybe both are irrational or one is irrational. So to simplify, the first thing is we have to rationalize the denominator, and automatically we will be able to do the next steps. So let us first rationalize denominator of both the part. So here it is root 5 plus 1. So to rationalize the denominator, as I told earlier, we have to multiply both numerator and denominator by root 5 minus 1. So see, so here we have multiplied by root 5 minus 1 with both numerator and denominator. We have taken this because this is root 5 plus 1. So obviously we have to multiply with the same term but opposite sign. This was plus, we are multiplying by minus, and same thing we have to write in numerator also. Similarly, in the second part we will have to multiply it by root 5 plus 1 with both numerator and denominator. So root 5 plus 1 we have multiplied with both numerator and denominator. Now I can simplify it. The denominator will be a plus b into a minus b, so obviously a square minus b square, and here also in second part a minus b into a plus b, so same identity, a square minus b square. Then in numerator of this part, this is a minus b into a minus b, we can use a minus b whole square formula, so you can write it once, root 5 minus 1 square. Here also a plus b into a plus b, so a plus b whole square formula we can use here, and break this. So here we have written a square minus 2ab plus b square, below root 5 square, that means 5 minus 1 square is 1, plus here a plus b whole square, so a square plus 2ab plus b square, below root 5 square means 5 minus 1. Now in denominator we can write here 5 minus 1 4, here root 5 square, that means only 5, minus 2 into root 5 into 1, so directly we will write 2 root 5 plus 1 square is 1. Here also the denominator is 4, root 5 square is 5 plus 2 root 5, and here it is plus 1 square, that is 1. Next step, 5 plus 1 is 6, 6 minus 2 root 5 by 4, and here 5 plus 1 6 plus 2 root 5 by 4. Now the simplification of denominator part is over. Now here we can go for the fractional part. So we can take LCM, both the denominator are same, directly LCM will be 4 only. So directly we can add 6 minus 2 root 5 plus 6 plus 2 root 5, so these terms are same, we can cancel this, 6 plus 6 12, so 12 by 4, so answer is 3. Next sum, you can see, find the value of a and b in the following, and the sum is given 3 plus root 2 divided by 3 minus root 2 equals to a plus b root 2. So here also, first of all we have to rationalize the denominator. It means this root over we have to remove from here, and then next we can find the value of a and b. So the first step, 3 minus root 2 is there, so obviously we have to multiply it by 3 plus root 2 to rationalize the denominator. At the same time, this same part will multiply with numerator also. Now here this becomes a minus b into a plus b, so a square minus b square, so it becomes 3 square minus root over 2 square, and numerator it is a plus b into a plus b, so it becomes a plus b whole square. So then a square plus 2ab plus b square, so 3 square become 9, 2 3 is 6, 6 root 2, then plus root 2 square is 2, so 9 plus 2 is 11, then this term will be as it is, and 9 minus 4 is 5. Next, this denominator we can distribute with both the terms, so it becomes 11 by 5 plus 6 by 5 and root 2. Now at this step we have to compare the rational and irrational part. You can see this is one irrational part, root over number is there, and this is one rational part. Right hand side also, this is rational part and this is irrational part. So irrational part will be equal to irrational and rational part will be rational. That way the value of a is 11 by 5. So that will write here. Therefore, a equals to 11 by 5. And next you can see here with root 2 it is b, and this side with root 2 it is 6 by 5. So b equals to, we can write 6 by 5, and that is the answer. Next number, the value of x is given root 3 plus root 2 by root 3 minus root 2. Here from you have to find the value of x square plus 1 by x square, and the second sum x to the power 4 plus 1 by x to the power 4. So here the denominator is irrational. So first step, we have to rationalize the denominator before going to the next step. So let us do that. We have here root 3 minus root 2. So you have to multiply both numerator and denominator by root 3 plus root 2. So that we have written and then multiplied. Now this a minus b into a plus b identity, that will become a square minus b square. So root 3 square minus root 2 square, and then this will become 3, root 2 square will become 2. In numerator it is a plus b into a plus b. So we have to multiply as a plus b whole square and use the identity. So a square plus 2ab plus b square. Then next root 3 square will become 3. This side root 2 square will become 2. And here plus 2ab. So this 3 and 2 will multiplied to get 6. So it is 2 root 6. 3 plus 2 will become 5. Then plus 2 root 6. So then value of x is 5 plus 2 root 6, where the denominator is only one, which is rational. Now let us come to the question. Here you have to find the value of x square plus 1 by x square. So x part we have, but 1 by x part we don't have. So from this value of x, we have to find 1 by x. So to do that, write 1 by x. Now 1 by x equals to 1 by 5 plus 2 root 6. Then this part is again irrational, so we have to rationalize the denominator. So for this, multiply 5 plus 2 root 6 with 5 minus 2 root 6. Same time numerator also, 5 minus 2 root 6. So here it becomes a plus b into a minus b. So a square, that is 5 square minus b square, 2 root 6 whole square. Then the numerator would be same, 5 minus 2 root 6 below. In the denominator it is 5 square, that is 25, and minus 2 root 6 square. 2 square is 4 and root 6 square is 6. So 4 6 are 24. I am showing it here. Two root 6 square is 2 into 2, and root 6 square is 6. So it is 24. So that I have written here. Numerator will be same, 5 minus 2 root 6. So now we can get it as 25 minus 24 is 1, and 5 minus 2 root 6. Now value of 1 by x we have got as 5 minus 2 root 6. Next, to find the value of x square plus 1 by x square, either you can put the value of x here and here and simplify, which will be little bit lengthy, or else you can use identity. Which identity we will use? Let us see. You have got a plus b whole square identity. So from there we can derive that a plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Now this 2ab term, if we shift left side, this will become a plus b whole square minus 2ab, which is equals to your a square plus b square. So instead of this a square plus b square, we can write it as a plus b whole square minus 2ab. So this identity we are going to use here. Here we have to find x square plus 1 by x square. So we will find x plus 1 by x whole square minus 2 into x into 1 by x. That would become more easier. So if we write that x square plus 1 by x square, that will be equal to x plus 1 by x whole square minus 2 into x into 1 by x. So this we will have to use to get the answer of this one. So you can write now x square plus 1 by x square equals to x plus 1 by x whole square minus 2 into x into 1 by x. So we have used this identity here. So then now we'll put the value of x and 1 by x. X value is 5 plus 2 root 6 and 1 by x value is 5 minus 2 root 6. That will put here 5 plus 2 root 6 plus 1 by x means 5 minus 2 root 6. So 5 minus 2 root over 6 and minus this will cancel out, x and x will be cancel out, so only 2 will left. That will write here. Now here also 2 root 6 and minus 2 root 6, that we can cancel, so then only 5 plus 5 will left, that is 5 plus 5 10 minus 2, that is 8. So our answer of this is 8. Then you can see the next sum. Next is given, we have to find x to the power 4 plus 1 by x to the power 4. Here also you can use the same identity where the x will work as x square and here also this x will work as x square. See how? Your second number x to the power 4 plus 1 by x to the power 4. This you can write it as x square whole square plus 1 by x square whole square. So now this will become, this will be your a and this will be your b. So here we'll write as this your a plus b whole square minus 2ab. Your a is x square and b is 1 by x square. So then now see, value of x square plus 1 by x square already we have got x square plus 1 by x square, which is 8. So this value we can put here directly, 8 then square and minus, this will cancel out, only 2 will left. So 64 minus 2, that is 62. So this is the answer. In the next question, value of x is given root over 2 plus 1 by root over 2 minus 1, and y is given root 2 minus 1 divided by root 2 plus 1. So using this x and y, we will have to find the value of x square plus y square plus xy. So as usual, first we will have to rationalize the denominator. So for this, root 2 minus 1 is there, we have to multiply it by root 2 plus 1 with both numerator and denominator. That we have done. So this becomes root 2 square minus 1 square. Numerator, it is a plus b into a plus b, so we have used a plus b whole square. So root 2 square plus 2 root over 2 into 1, 2ab plus 1 square. So root 2 square will become 2 here, and it is 2 root 2 plus 1. Root 2 square is 2 and then minus 1 square is 1. So this x become 3 plus 2 root 2. This side, same for y also, it is given root 2 plus 1, the denominator. So we have multiplied by root 2 minus 1 with both numerator and denominator. Then this becomes 2 minus 1 1, and numerator will be root 2 minus 1 into root 2 minus 1. So we have used root 2 minus 1 whole square formula. So a square minus 2ab plus b square. So simplifying, we have got 3 minus 2 root 2. So this is the value of y. You can see x is 3 plus 2 root 2 and y is 3 minus 2 root 2. Now here also you can put the value of x and y directly here in place of x and y and simplify, which will be little bit lengthy. But instead of this, if we use some identity, then it would become easier to get the answer. So what identity we will use? Here you can see x square, now x square plus y square plus xy. Now in place of x square plus y square, in the previous sum we used one identity. The same one we will use here also, and it is x square plus y square, means you can write x plus y whole square minus 2xy. This we have used in place of this x square plus y square, and plus xy will become as it is, that we have written here. So now this will become x plus y whole square minus 2xy plus xy. So minus 2 plus 1 will become only minus, so it becomes minus xy. Now see, value of x is 3 plus 2 root 2, value of y is 3 minus 2 root 2. That we will put here. Now it will become more easier. X is 3 plus 2 root 2 plus y is 3 minus 2 root 2. 3 minus 2 root over 2. Then whole square is there minus xy. So here also you can put x and y. X is 3 plus 2 root 2 into y is 3 minus 2 root 2. So here 2 root 2 and 2 root 2 they are same. With opposite sign you can cancel this. 3 plus 3 will become 6. So that we can write here 6 square minus. Here we can use a plus b into a minus b identity. So it will become a square minus b square. So 6 square is 36 minus 3 square is 9 minus 2 root over 2 square means 2 square is 4 into root 2 square is 2. So 4 2s are 8. I can show here 2 root 2 square is 2 into 2 into root 2 into root 2. So 2 2 will become 4 and root 2 will become 2. So it becomes 8. So that I have put here 9 minus 8. So 9 minus 8 is 1. So 36 minus 1 and final answer is 35. That's all.